Okay, so pay no mind to the mess. I'm cleaning and tinkering and doing things. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it because the neck is so small, but I managed to actually shove a tire inflator valve through the neck. And I put a tire inflator valve in here. So now I can just fill this with water and just repressurize it whenever I want. I still need to look up how much pressure this thing can handle, and it's going to be far less now that I've drilled a hole in it. So I got to be careful with that. This is potentially a bomb in my hand. It could probably hurt a lot if it overpressurized. But let's put a little pressure. There's no water in it right now. There we go. That's 50 psi. Even that scares me. There's still some metal shavings I need to clean out of there. I stuck my hand in front of it and pressed the trigger, and it hurt because a piece of metal shaving shot out at me. Yeah, that's a lot of pressure. I didn't think this little valve would hold up with just air pushing it, but it does. It works. I thought there was a thing in there that pops up when it's fully inflated, so maybe I'm just way under it feels like it's really pressurized, but maybe the thing's broken. I'm going to look this up, this model, and see what it can handle. It doesn't say on it anywhere, I don't think. No, I looked all over all the stickers and everything. Hopefully I can get it figured out. But I was thinking of, instead of just using it for water, installing a barrel on the front of it, and I can make a little air cannon, like a little toy. Not really a toy, just, I guess it's a toy, I don't know. Depends on how hard I can get it to shoot. But that'd be fun to play with. Just something to have, stick around with. It'll be a fire extinguisher slash air cannon. When it's empty, I can just pressurize it and shoot things, depending on how fast I can pull the trigger without letting out all the air. Might just be a one-shot thing, and then you have to repressurize it, which means it can only be done near a power source, which I do have the adapter I made for the drill battery, so I could just carry the drill battery with this. I've used this thing on the drill battery before. It'll run on 20 volts. It runs pretty good. This thing pressurizes really fast. I guess I got that tire inflator valve in there good. I was going to put it up here on the side, but more likely for it to burst, drilling a hole in the side of it. So I put it in the bottom, safest spot. But yeah, so now that's a good way to reuse old fire extinguishers anyways. I've always repressurized little ones like this with water and air, but I usually just, once I put water in it and screw the top back down, I put it about half to 3/4 of the way full of water, whatever size tank it is, and then I'll make a little, like a wedged adapter that, or usually you can just use tape and like a pin casing or something like that, and then you stick your bicycle pump or your pump like that or any sort of air pump up to the nozzle. You hold the trigger down and you start pressurizing until it starts backfeeding water. Now, if you hold it upside down, it won't backfeed water as much, but it's harder to like hold the nozzle, hold the thing on the nozzle and stuff. But yeah, I used to do that a lot. This is just a better way to do it. Of course, I can't set it directly down, but that's okay. You can lay down on its side. It's not a big deal. Who knows how long it'll hold pressure, like if you just pressurize and then leave it sit. Who knows if, you know, this part here might leak air over time. Maybe the tire inflator valve might leak. The bottom of that's actually pretty thick, so I think that's thick enough metal to where that tire inflator valve is seated pretty good. Yeah. So if I think if anything leaked, it would be this, where it's so old. This came out of a 90-some model camper, and I think it was original. So didn't have the pin in it anymore or anything, and I don't know if that was ever there. The little safety thing that pops up that tells you if it's got pressure. I don't hear it rattling inside. I don't know if that's still there or if it hasn't pressurized enough to pop it up. I don't know if the turkey's done or not. So, but yeah, I thought I'd just show that real quick. I was in the middle of cleaning, picking up trash and whatnot, and just organizing, and I thought I'd give this another go. I tried it the other day, and then I couldn't get the tire inflator valve down the neck. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll just force it down the neck and try it anyways. And a little bit of extra pressure, and it wedged right in there. And once it's in there, I could shake this and get it to go in the hole right once I drill the hole. I got that hole correct first try. I was a little worried I'd overshoot it because I used a stepper bit. But I didn't, and I didn't even have to. It was the first try. It was the first spot I stopped. I didn't like stop and then have to re-drill a little bigger. No, I just first try is perfect. Not too loose, not too tight. It's actually a little hard to get in there, but that's the way it's supposed to be. They wedge in there. But yeah, so let's pressurize it one more time. Let's watch the gauge. Okay. Wait, was I going to 75 psi or 50 a minute ago? Oh shit. Okay, you can see 75 and 100. Okay, yeah, I was going to 50 a minute ago. I don't want to go much higher than 50 because, well, I just don't know the pressure of this. 50 seems a little high to me, but... Oh, my camera rotated for a second there. I didn't notice. Hopefully it doesn't do that when I upload, but it might. Sorry if it does. But yeah, like... Yeah. So, I could fill that with BBs maybe. They might come up and down, out the neck. That'd be funny. See what happens with that. I don't know. Fill it with the little plastic, what are those, little plastic BBs, whatever they're called. But yeah, I'll probably just end up putting it with water and pressurizing it and just leaving it as a, you know, for campfires and stuff, or for the wood stove. Well, you can't see the wood stove, it's covered by the sheet, but yeah. I just think it would be fun to make a little adapter that goes on it so I could shoot things out of it too. But that's all. Like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Okay, so I've been doing a little more tinkering. And let's see, let's pressurize a little more. Or first. So this is just a little chunk of rubber. There's a little like a scoop pad off of the bottom of an electronic thing. And so let me get the, just a minute, I'll raise this up where you can see it in a moment. Awesome. Okay, so I made a thing. I did a thing here. This is threaded on to this, nice and secure. And then there's still a little section of clear hose on there to fill the gap, because this went onto the brass piece a little loose. So the hose is on there to fill the gap, and then it's on there good. But that doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be on there perfect. But yeah, there's like just that little rubber chunk is shoved down to about right here. And I've got it at about 75 psi. It turns out this little thing can handle way more than I thought, psi. And let's see if we can see. Yeah. So I made a little toy out of it, and this just comes off, which I'll probably just leave it on, honestly. That's neat. It's a little short-barreled little toy. I might make it better eventually, but I thought it was really neat. You can just put all this in a backpack and everything and wire it up to the drill battery and just walk around. That's funny. I don't know. I just get bored sometimes and I tinker for no freaking reason. I don't know what else to put down the barrel. I'm all out of those rubber chunks. There were only 4 of them to begin with. And, you know, shooting them, I lose them. Oh, there's another one. I found it. This one won't fit all the way down because I haven't trimmed it down, but that's okay. It'll fit far enough in there. I have it at a higher PSI now. Let's play again. Isn't that so neat? I just get bored. Okay, that's all.